ODP framework. Okay, so ODP basically is a extractor, okay, which used to extract the data from SAP to BW system using ODP. So this is the ODP screenshot, or you can say the framework. Okay, overview of framework for ODP. You can see the left panel, you will have provider, and right side we have a consumer or target. Okay, or you can say subscription. Both are the as all are the same meaning. Okay, don't confuse if I am talking about consumer or subscription or like a targets. Okay, all are the same, but in the source you can see provider. So these are all the source system. Okay, you can extract the data, either it would be data source, existing data source extractor, it may be your ABAP CDS views, okay, it may be your BW systems or BW4 HANA system or SLT or your HANA information. So these are all are the source or all are the provider where you can use to extract the data via ODQ. You can see ODQ. In the LO, we have seen RSS 7, that is delta Q, right? Similarly, here same thing as I told you. Okay, LO is going to replace with ODP. So ODP is similar like okay LO. So in the LO we have a delta Q RSS 7. Similar here in the ODP we have a ODQ, okay, operational delta Q, where all the data is going to stored before pulling into BW. So you can see here operational data provisioning framework. Okay. So before going to extract the data, delta data from different provider or source into BW or consumer or target, your delta will be here in ODQ mode. So once you trigger the DTP, delta data will pull, or full data, both should be pulled from ODQ, operational delta Q, to your target system. Either target would be your SAP data services, would be your HANA SDI or your BW or any other analytical system. Okay, so here would be the one T code ODQ mon. Okay, where all delta and full loads will be there to check either it is loaded into. So our detail would be here. Okay, so I will tell you going forward how we can check using ODQ mon. So ODQ mon is a like a monitoring tool or options in ECC where you can check the data loads. Okay, similarly RSA 7 delta Q in LO concept. Okay, so we will discuss here more about this. So let's, okay, we are going to start. Okay, we have a, okay, you can see if even we have some more like a screenshot here, how we can go ahead with these steps basically. So I'll show you. Yeah, you can see how basically data is coming from your source system. Either it will be application data, okay, or a document processing. Okay, a data comes into your operational delta Q, that is ODQ. Okay, from here data goes to your data source. Okay, then go to the DTP. You can see here DTP is there. Okay, then data goes to your target. Okay, so here we will have a two kind of delta types. One should be D, another one is E. Okay, so you can see there is a concept pull data and push data. Okay, so this is the retrieval, how data is going to pull and push, okay, using delta. Okay, so we'll discuss in practically. Okay, so this is the basically overview or flow how data are coming from SAP system to your delta Q. Here not a delta Q, is operational delta Q, then goes to data source, then go to the your next BW targets. Okay, so let's come into the system first. Yeah. So before here, okay, I am going to into SAP system. Okay, login into. So I am going to log in into SAP system first. Yeah, here. So here you have to check RSA 6. So which data source you want to pull into BW system. Okay. So before that, you have to check because sometimes uh, data source is not supported for ODP concept. So how you can check which data source is supported ODP or not? So there is some table are there. So you need to check either these are the data source supported ODP or not. If it is not supported, okay, it's not possible to extract the data. Okay, even you can check. Let's see, I'm checking one table. Even there is a table, it needs to check. So let's see, there is a table called, just I'm giving the table name. Yeah, ROS8TT. This is a table where you can check whether ODP extractor supported or not. So here list of data source would be there, which is supported. Okay, if it is not supported, then we have a one program. Okay, you have to run this program to support this data source. So let's example. Yeah. Any questions?
No, no.
Okay. So here, let's see, just I'm giving one example. Okay, I'm taking, let's see, vendor. Okay, kind of master data. Okay, attribute. Let's check this. Okay, see, it is supporting. Okay, sometimes, okay, I would like to know which data source supported or not. So this is supported here. Okay, so similarly, I would like to give one example. I mean, which is supported or which is not supported. So whatever the data source supported, it should be in this table. If it is not supported, it is not possible to extract the data. So I'll show you RSA 5. Just I'm checking, I'm creating one data source and I would like to show you how it's supported. Or if it is not supported, then how can okay, put it supported. Okay, so let's give me 2 minutes. I'm going to create RSA ROC2 RSA RSA02. Yeah, is a T code where you can create. Let's see, I'm creating one data source. Okay, master data. Just MD data source. Creating this new data source. Okay, and I would like to show you how it is supported or not. I'm going to save into the local target here. Just select all field, save it, come back. Okay. Now this is the data source. Now let's check this is supported or not. I'm going to check this. See, there is no entry. Okay, right? So how it possible? Okay. So what need to do? Okay, there is one program. Okay, there is one program. SC38 is a T code where you can check that program. Okay, let me also show you that is the program name is called RO RODPS underscore OS underscore expose. Expose, yes, there you go. Yeah, this one. Okay, so let's execute this. Okay, now here asking data source name. Okay, so you have to give this data source which you have created, this one, and click release. If you release, that means see it is asking. Okay, yes. So do you want to release this selected? Yes, I want. See, it is asking your request number where you want to capture. Okay, in the real time, whenever you are going to create any object, okay, or changes any object in production or quality or any system, it may be your SAP or BW, both. Okay, anywhere. Okay, it will ask always. It will ask a transport request to capture this. Okay, why it will ask? Because it is a separate or unique, like kind of TR. It used to replicate same thing from development to productions. Okay, so why we are doing, because there is not required to create similar into your production or quality. If you have done in the development, no need to separate create. Okay, just replicate it, just move this tr, all the objects, okay, is going to moved. Okay, replicate, the structure will replicate. So that's the reason it required a transport. Either you can create or you can use existing. Let's see, if you want existing, see, lot of are available. See, we created package and tr. Okay, so you want to see, already we have captured last time. Okay, so you want to use this one or you want to create new one. So if you want to create new one, if you are on request, you can check here. If you want to create any request, you can create. Let's see, I'm creating here. If you select anyone, workbench, okay, put it here, test, just any discussion, test ODP data source. Okay, someday you can see it. Okay, now this is your tr, er7, this is a tr. Okay, you can click continue. So your particular this, okay, data source is captured. Okay, now you can close this. Now you can check it here. See, it's available, right? Earlier it is saying not available, right? See, now it is available here. Okay, so now what you can do, okay, you can use to extract into BW system. Okay, and how you can replicate it. Okay, either this, so this is one of the example. Okay, so this is a custom created. Okay, if you want a standard data source, okay, so we have a vendor attribute. This is a standard one. Okay, so either you can, anyone you can, let's see, I'm this one, so you can go into BW system. This is a BW system, double click on the your ODP connections. Okay, now, okay, so before going to, so there is no data source. If you check this one, let's see, I'll show you. If you have created this master data, let's check it. Currently there is no data source here in BW. Why? Because it has not been replicated yet. It is not there. But another, that is standard one, that is vendor. Okay, you can check it. So it would be there because this is a training system. Okay, some other candidate or trainer has already replicated. See, it is already someone is replicated. Okay, so no issues. If you want same thing, you can, if you have any changes in the source, okay, you can replicate again. So it will again replicate. Okay, so let's, I'm okay. If it is this one, no issues. If you have a new created data source, you can rs ds is a t code where you can replicate. So let's, the new data source is which we have created, that is z master data. You can replicate here. Okay, yeah, it's saying, oh, it's something is saying some error, OLTP is for the source not present, asking it's not present. Let's then choose, it is saying not present. Let's check if it is replicated or not. Let's check again this one. Oh, it's not there. Okay, might be some issue, or let me check the another source. It is this one only. We have ODP. So might be the some source system connectivity issues. Okay, so basis can take care. So meanwhile, I am going to use another source. This one. Okay, here it will be replicated successfully. But real time you would see it is replicated, means might be some issues with this ODP. Okay, so that's reason it is not replicating. So inform to the basis in the real time, but here is no anyone is there. Okay, so but not, okay, not any issues. Okay, I will show you another one. So I'll show you this one. Yeah, it is replicated, but it is replicated under this source. You can see this source, but I don't want this source, right? I want ODP. Okay, so might be some issue would be there. Okay, so let me try a standard one if it is working, or standard one is zero vendor. Okay, so replicate first. Yeah, it's saying, yeah, it's replicated. See, it's only standard. See, standard is created, but user defined is not able to replicate. See here, it says content. Okay, standard is replicated successfully. Okay, so you can go here, BW system, and search that zero vendor, zero vendor here, and search. Yeah, it is replicated. Even you can see here, it might be there in this ODP. So I don't want this one, right? I want the source system. I don't want this source system. So let's check here in ODP. Let's check here. Right, vendor, zero vendor, ATTR, zero, some spelling missing. No object. Let me check again. So it should required under this. Let's check one more. Any other data sources are available? Oh, it's saying not available. Then we have replicated, right? So why it is not available? This is the data source, right? That's, yeah, it's created. It is not. It is available, but it is. I would like to in this. So here it is not there. Okay. Okay, might be the some system issue. See, I would like to on this ODP framework. Okay, in under so here if you search it, it should required here. Okay, see, it is required. Or do one thing. I have another option as well. If you here replicate is there, so it will take a lot of time. Okay, if you are going to replicate here means all the data source, whatever the data source in the ECC system, all going to replicate. So it takes lots of time. That's why I am using individual data source using RSDS. Okay, so that's the it will take time. So might be some issue with this connectivity because it is already replicating as per the here. It's see here content version. Okay, yeah, it is replicated means created successfully. So it should be there. Okay, but somehow it is not available. Not an issue. In the real time you will have. Okay, so meanwhile I am going to show you the data source is under. Okay, under another here. Okay, not an issues. Okay, in the real time. Okay, it should have an ODP framework under that. Okay, so I would like to show you here. Okay, so here let's see. Okay, this is a just assume this is the data source. Okay, we have replicated from ECC. Now here no need to create a, you can delete your info package. No need to create a info package here directly. Okay, yeah, directly you have to just double click on this. Yeah, you can check here. Okay, even you see here fields are there. Okay, see. Okay, so now here what I need to do. Okay, so whatever the objects are here. Okay, you have to maintain as a master data. Okay, so how you can maintain a master data? So next step would be master data maintenance. You have to go here and select a standard. I'm not going to create any object. Okay, so here is a vendor. Zero object is a master data. See, zero vendor is there, right? So I'm not going to create any. No, I'm using standard one. Okay, see here. Already someone is created. So see, already it is a master data. Okay, you can check. You can check here. See, already is that someone is already maintained. You can see someone already maintained here. Okay, so not to do anything, just what we will do, create DTP. Okay, no info package, nothing. Okay, just DTP. Okay, so how someone is, let's see here, DTP is created, but its data source is available, but I don't want data source. As I told you, ODP directly pull the data from DTP only. No need to create PSA and all. Okay, I have replicated, but we will not use that one. Okay, I will just use this one, master data, to directly load the data from ODP framework. So let's right click here and create separate DTP for this. Create DTP. Even transformation already is there. Okay, now I'm going to create a DTP. Okay, so let's, if you want to create transformation your own, you can create it, not an issues. Okay, you can create here attribute vendor. If you want to put here data source name, you can put the data source name here. Let's see, I am giving the data source name here is zero vendor score attr. Put it source system. Okay, here you have to give the source system name, that one, ODP. Okay, that one. Okay, let's try if it is work or not. See, it's saying not active. Somehow some issues with this. Okay, that's the reason it is giving some issues. Okay, but I will show you some existing one. Okay, so let's check with this if it is supported or not. But in the real time, you will have a, like a source system, ODP source system, which is connected. Okay, so let's check one more time. Okay, this. Okay, this I'm selecting. Click continue. Still it is saying which one we are using. I think this is not. So we are using source system for this one. Let's see, see. Yeah, this one. Select this one and click continue. Already is saying transmission already exists. Okay, already is there transmission. No need to create again. Just create a DTP then. Okay, so DTP here, DTP. This DTP. Okay, put it the here name of that data source. So data source is zero panda boot and source system. Let's try for ODP if it will work or not. ODP is this one. This one, let's try. See, it is not an active version saying, okay, because the data source is not in this ODP. I mean, it this particular source system. Okay, so you have to use the other source system. The source system is this one. Okay. So somehow it is not working here. That's the reason I'm going to create under this source system. But in the real time, several paths are possible. It is not creating here. Take here help. Several path input possible. Okay. You want to create TTP from certain source is a certain target. Multiple paths are possible. In the drop flow, possible using input and select a unique path. Okay, so even it is not taking. Okay, some issues is why is some issues, because it's saying The zero vendor is not possible to create DTP only. Okay, why? Because this vendor, okay, is available under this source, but we are trying to load the data using ODP concept, right? So this data source is not in ODP. That's why it is not possible to create another. So I will take another example. Okay, so always you have to see, it is why it is giving error or saying something error, because okay, this is not a ODP framework, right? This is a normal flow, as I told in LO. Okay, so if you go for this one, always data source should be in ODP framework here. So you have to work with which include here. Okay, so I'm giving another example. Okay, because that example is not, because the data source is not exist here. Okay, so data source should be here. So I'm giving some another example. Example, I'm taking this one. Let's this one. Okay, this one I'm delivery header data. Okay, so even this one also you have to check into the ECC side. It is already available or supported or not. You can check here. Yes, it is supported, right? So similar you have to do. Okay, if any changes, you have to just replicate. Let's try here if it is working again or not. If it is not working, not an issue, already is there data source. Let's check here. Yes, it is working, replicated. See, the standard data source is working. Okay, so I already replicated. Okay, so data source, just refresh here, refresh it. Yeah, refresh it. Okay, even you can just, if it is not active version, you can activate it. Yeah, I'm going to activate it. See, now this is a source system which is come under ODP framework. See, that's the reason earlier one it is not working. Okay, so whenever you are going to see, this is working here. ODP. Okay, see here connectivity is there, ODP. That means, okay, so always data source should be here. So then it will work the and data extract as per the ODP framework. Okay, not for info package and data source and all. Okay, so now here it is already here. Okay, now we will use some standard cubes to directly load the data. Okay, if you can see here, okay, see here already similar was there, everything extraction, okay, not supported. See here you can see adapter extract SAP ODP framework. So this support ODP framework, this data source. So that's why everything you can see preview data and everything you will see here. See, no further data is there in this data sources. SDR. If you want to check this, let's see data is available or not. It's saying some data is not available here. Let's check in the RSS7 in here. Data is saying is not available. Then how we can pull the data? Let's check it here. Yeah, it's data source is not there. Data is not there. Let's check for other example then. Because in this there is no data, you can check this sales documents. Okay, this one you can take. Let's check it is available. Data is or not, just check it here. Yeah, data is there in the system. Okay, so what do you need to do? Just replicate it here. Here and replicate it this. Is replicating. See, all the dictionary object is going to replicate. Yes, it's fully replicated. Now go to here BW system and check that these data sources. VA SDR is the data source. It's going to replicate. Yeah, it is replicated. Okay. So now, okay. So I have a, let's see, this is a transactional data. Okay. So I'm not going to create the info package and all to load the data. Okay. I directly use a DTP. Okay. To load the data into target. Okay. So I have already the standard info cubes. Okay. So I have already standard info cubes. So let's, I'm checking this info cube. Okay, so in the real time you can install it. Okay, so you